Yo, what up? It's Devin from the Bloom team, DP, editor, creative director. Here on our first video edit breakdown, and this will actually be a really cool series because we have a lot of videos that, have a lot of details and pre-production and things that happen on the shoot that are really interesting stories that we have. It's been really something that we wanted to share for a long time. We just haven't really gotten to it because of all the projects that we have. It's about to be cold out, then it's gonna hit winter, so we're like slowing down just a little bit. So we're able to create some more videos for y'all. Basically, for these video breakdowns, I just wanna watch the video and kind of go through what was going on during the shoot and maybe more of the edit side of it. For this one, the first one that we're doing is the Maxim Super Bowl ad. Yeah, I would have to say this video is probably one of our favorite and more notable productions that we've ever done. Just a brief background, we had 20-25 people on production. We did a lot of pre-production with the storyboard and communicating with the agency and the client, models, and just getting all the logistics side of it to make sure that the shoot goes smoothly. It was for the Bloom team, it was just me, Chase, and then we hired Spencer Clover, who is our dude. He came in clutch and he was helping as an AC on the shoot. So that was really cool to be able to work with them. We had a lighting team who had a truck full of gear. We had hair, we had makeup, we had a wardrobe stylist on set. We had producers, and Chase was directing. I was DP shooting, and I edited the video. So yeah, it was just a really cool experience, honestly. We've never had something that big in that scale. When it came down to the edit, it was more following the storyboard while I was editing it. And it was also communicating with the agency and with the client about specific shots or animations, title cards, and kind of going back and forth. So a lot of people don't know when you're working with an agency or with a client or both of them, the editing process actually takes a long time. I think we didn't get them a final product until 2 or 3 months after that we shot it. And yeah, on a production that scale, it's kind of normal to have a longer period where you're just editing the video, going back and forth, and just fine-tuning everything. But yeah, we're gonna watch the video right now and just watch it fully through, and then yeah, I'm just gonna kind of pause and kind of break down this edit for y'all. I'll just get into it and play the whole thing, and then we'll run it back. It's my live reaction, so. Let's go. So yeah, that was really dope. It was really short, but I think it really progressed really well. Sorry. So yeah, let me know what you think playing it through for the full time. What are your thoughts on just the production or things that you noticed that you liked or disliked? I'm always open to feedback, but I would say that I would have done this video a little bit differently, but we were kind of at the mercy of our client and wanted to make them happy. So a lot of the stuff that you see is mainly to fit their vision for this video. So starting on the first scene right here, it's a drone shot. I think this is the Cardinals football stadium, wherever they play at. And we actually didn't shoot this. This is a stock video, and they really wanted the shot to show this is in Arizona, and they wanted a whole dome. So basically this title card, the whole theme of it is what's your next play, and they wanted to advertise it during the Super Bowl. So basically, to set the foundation for this video, it's basically supposed to be what's your next play, the night out with Maxim and cool and like kind of progressing what they really wanted to do. I just showed you the director's cut, but they had a bunch of other title cards play throughout the video, which I wasn't really a big fan of, but each title was like football related terminology or like slang, like shotgun or fourth quarter or like the huddle, and like every terminology had a segment in the video, so it would pop up during a segment of like the huddle would be like they all get together and they meet at the hotel or something, or I think stuff like this looks okay, but if it's not like an interactive like animation with the video or something that makes it more engaging, I think sometimes the more simple the better. But yeah, that's why they added the title card. Pretty simple, but yeah. So this shot was really cool. We actually used the wide angle lens, and what we wanted to do was show them arriving to the Super Bowl on a private jet, and it was cool that we had this opportunity. We had some connections to get a private jet on the tarmac and be able to shoot inside. It was actually at the same airport hangar that Maxim had their Super Bowl party at, and yeah, we just filmed this early in the day. We're showing them, you know, getting some champagne, just like enjoying their time on the private jet. And then they arrive and they just kind of do this cool swag walk out of the plane. That's really awesome. So this is actually my favorite shot because we actually shot this on the FX3 on a gimbal, and I was kind of skeptical because we shot it on a FX6, and that was kind of, we didn't have a gimbal that would hold it. So we just put the FX3 on there as a secondary camera and just got this like oscillating shot, and then we kind of ended where her hand picks up the luggage, and like I thought that was really, really timed well and looks super clean. Some of these shots, it was just them getting ready at the hotel. I think were super clean. We used a like macro lens, and yeah, some of the close-ups, we just wanted to do like a super fast mashup of, you know, close-up shots of them getting ready, you know, putting on the makeup, the lipstick, doing their hair, putting on the cologne, and just like kind of getting spiffy, and then show them all getting ready and doing a cheers. This is actually something that we planned in pre-production. We wanted to do like a cheers in the hotel, and it'll do a match cut of a cheers at the club or at the party. And yeah, it just turned out really well. I kind of timed the drop of the song to match this cut. So after this, it's just gonna start to pick up really, really fast and get that high energy kind of nightclub vibe to it. You know, add a little bit of sound effects. You can hear a little bit of the glass clinking together. I added that in post, which was really, really good. So during that whole sequence, basically we only went in there with a director, a DP, and like one lighting person with tubes. And we basically went around the party and just captured them dancing. We had some extra footage from the people that captured the event, so we were able to show a little bit of diversity of the event itself and all the different people there. But yeah, this was mostly handheld. We were just like running and gunning this whole thing, trying to capture that energy and the camera movements. And basically for the camera shots, I was just like kind of twisting it and just kind of like going with their body motions and just trying to capture that energy and the smiles and like having a good time. And yeah, the lighting was actually really good here because the tubes, we were able to, you know, change the colors and make it a little bit more moody and more of a vibe. And you know, this green little hue here was from like the neon sign, and then we had like the pink. Actually, I think the next shot is like one of my favorite shots, so we did another match cut. So this was spontaneous, but when I was at the party here, I just saw the little disco ball just kind of like flashing the light, and I was like, oh, let me get that. So I just like filmed up and I kind of like twisted, and then like later on, so this wasn't really planned until like maybe after I had the idea, but I was like, ooh, the shape of the disco ball is like the shape of the pizza because it's like round. I was like, what if we did like a transition from the disco ball to the next scene, which is, you know, pizza at the hotel lounge, and they're all just like drinking and having a pizza and stuff. So yeah, this is one of my favorite transitions from this video. So I'm gonna go back just a little bit, but this is actually kind of crazy. So this shot with the pizza. So basically the lighting team had this big like crane with the light that was overhead for this pizza shot. And then they helped us rig the camera straight down as well, so we can get that top down shot of the pizza and, you know, have it exposed correctly. So this scene wasn't actually planned. They're just like being themselves and just having a good time. And they're just drinking, and he was just like chugging, and then they're all just like cheering him on and stuff. And we just kind of got this in the shot, and it was cool to add that little sound effect of like, you know, all of them having a good time. Yeah, this is one of our favorite. This is a cool shot too, because he was just being like overly dramatic and love, you know, the pizza and like how good it was, like good pizza, but like, you know, it was just a really funny scene that they had. This was just a really good shot because we still had that overhead spotlight on here, but we also had a little ambiance lighting in the background in the other room, and that was really like, this was really lit up well. And that's what I really love about this, because, you know, if the scene is lit really well, usually the image turns out really good and like not that grainy and super sharp, and, you know, you don't lose any quality in the blacks and the shadows. This was like kind of a crazy setup for just like such a short sequence, but, you know, it turned out really well and it was super worth it. So for the ending shot, it was just ending the night on the rooftop of the hotel and the bar, and it's just like this little lounge area, and they kind of like end the night. They do a little cheers, and partially we just had like this little love interest as well between the two models here, and we just wanted to capture like, you know, the younger audience. Yeah, we just wanted to show a little bit of the love interest in this video. Wasn't really the main aspect of this video, but it just shows more than just the group, but like there's actually a relationship inside that group. One of the craziest stories is that they're trying to do some drone shots downtown where the Super Bowl was happening, because we did shoot this in Arizona when it was during the Super Bowl. Chase tried to fly the drone to get some shots of like the football stadium and just like downtown, and I don't even know if I should be telling y'all this, but basically they flew it up and they basically were surrounded by cops like literally 5 minutes later. And, you know, supposedly you're not supposed to be flying drones in downtown at all unless you have a license, because they, you know, during the Super Bowl, they're just trying to be safe. So they don't know if that drone operator is like trying to harm people. So their security was pretty tight, but they got left off the loose. That was a good thing, you know, it was a good story, a good time. Like, the thing that I really took away from this is just being the DP, or like just being the director, and then just kind of like figuring out our roles and like how we operate, and just kind of our workflow that way too, and also working with other people that we never met before. I appreciate y'all watching me break down this video. It was truly, you know, at the end of the day, a really good portfolio piece, and we just wanted to go more in depth into the edit. We're definitely gonna be releasing more of these as the months go by. I don't know how often we're gonna do this, but we have a few videos that we wanna break down so far, and this was one of them. If you wanna see more of these video breakdowns, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bloom Creative, and stay up to date of what we're posting. You know, we're on social media, Instagram, bloom.creative. We're on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and, you know, mainly we have a podcast, the Bloom Podcast, which we try to release every week. You know, we're slowing down a little bit on that to focus on other projects, but yeah, stay up to date to us, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.